Está más barato porque si es solo la pescada. Yeah, things go well, yeah.
being unfaithful to Sarah.
Where you
my demonstration salad. frustrating now that you've got your keys and you have to know what to do.
Well, I mean, all that's that will be relieved to know.
Berlin was just like London, it's Germans.
Então me explica como que você entra